My picture now.
I'm recording you as you speak.
Okay, but what I was saying is that many people, blacks, writing about Chicago or even about blacks, they miss the mark in that they don't look at what Kate, Horsby,
and I consider that
Drake,
book
and Drake did.
Right. Those two books are the measure of everything.
That's it. You got it.
Right. It is.
You got it.
There hasn't been anything really since that.
No, there really hasn't been.
I talked to Professor Reed over at Roosevelt University, and that's what they named their Black History program after, was St. Clair Drake.
Right.
And he agreed that nothing has been out there since then.
Drake, I'm modest, so you can stop after. Drake, I had the honor of being studying under Drake.
Wow.
At Roosevelt, is now a university. College,
right. Isn't it?
1946.
Oh, that is, wow. Now that is awesome. That is awesome. I had been trying to find out more information about your organizing the March at Marquette Park. And there's only bits and pieces in the newspapers and things like that. But I had a group of kids from a school last Friday, and I had pointed out to them about your organizing efforts. And I also mentioned that I believe there were deafs involved with that march.
Are you in the school system?
No, just my children go to Chicago public schools. Mm-hmm. And because so often when we would drive around, we might say, okay, Ida B. Wells lived here. And maybe, we looked at the house of Robert S. Abbott and things like that. They wanted to know more. So our efforts together is what made us make that little notebook that you're looking at now.
Where is Abbott? Where was the house? I never knew. Where was it?
It's still standing. It's at 47, I believe 46 South King Drive.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
46 South King Drive?
Right. It should be maybe page 3 there in the book. I'm thinking it is.
Just by
wow.
And so
just in passing.
And so we walked inside and he said, well, that's him sitting over there. And I never really met him in person.
Okay.
But he said that's that, and and it was Richard Wright sitting there.
Here his picture is right here. This is when he
very handsome.
He had my dining room.
Okay. Miss Alva, can I take your picture also?
So that.
Okay.
Him sits. Mr. Tam.
Wow. That's here, inside of here?
Mm-hmm. Well, Dick right is here?
No.
This is your dining room?
This is the dining room over there on the wall.
On the wall, okay. I know. Over there, I see.
Mr. Tam,
you mean the guy that's standing up?
Yeah, that's who you talking about. That's who you used to.
Oh, that was Knight.
He's not a Knight, but I think that's what got me told. That's Mr. No, damn. On the other page is a picture of he and I shaking hands when he decided that he was. They put him out from down there, if you remember, when the Walgreen wanted that spot.
Okay.
There was a restaurant there.
And that's when he came down here, and he had a stroke in my kitchen. That's why he left from here.
Mm-hmm.
Who did?
The man that's standing up there.
The standing here?
That's the man who
owned this place I'm talking about.
Okay. She's gonna scream it out in a minute because she's trying to remember what the name of the place is.
I'm gonna show you his aunt who put him in that business.
Oh yeah.
Was she into the restaurant business herself? I'm glad that you're reviewing the book, Mr. Lucas, because it gives me an opportunity to.
Gerri probably remember that.
Yeah, she does, because she told me some things over the phone.
There used to be this color thing in Chicago, the blue vein.
That blue vein.
Yeah, you know, yeah.
She needs something to eat. She catching a headache.
That's all I wanted. You can't just pull out of my phone in my brother's office. If I can call him.
What you like?
There you go. There you go. Thank you. Thank you.
You like that?
I love it. Thank you.
Okay.
Let me call him some of my
Well, Mr. Lucas, you want to have a beer with me?
Oh yeah, I have one. Thanks.
Well, Miss Oliver, I think whatever beer Mr. Lucas is going to have, I'm going to have the same.
Miller Lite.
Miller Lite. Oh yeah, I need to watch my waist anyway.
Yeah, I need to stop eating and tell you the truth.
You're in excellent shape.
At the top right.
Yeah, okay, I got. Yeah, okay.
On the right.
Right here. This is your list right here.
Okay.
And this is
They all live together, and and you know, suave, educated blacks. Many of them had money, so they didn't want the place to be called the ghetto.
Okay.
So they came up with the name Bronzeville. You know, rather than say Black South Side or
And
ghetto.
how they have in there Negro Enterprise.
Yeah, like there's no glamour in the truth, right?
Right.
But what you have to also realize, in the white man's eyesight, nigger was a nigger, regardless
Well,
of
that's
what
true.
his
That's
status
true.
was.
I know that was very true.
So you could be living right here, and the shoe boy could be living next door.
That was very
Okay.
true. But you had more, as you know, you had more class division than you have now.
That's what that book by St. Clair Drake
It is.
really illustrated.
Right.
And
See those two books down there on
They
the
had
end?
social clubs.
You see those books down on the end?
your photography, photo albums.
No.
I was going to Roosevelt with a young black woman, and
I'll show
When,
you.
when you finish your food, Miss Oliver, we'll look at those too.
she liked me because I was rather alert in class, right?
Okay.
So
You
when
smart
she
as
learned that none of my people were in a social club called the Frogs,
Okay.
she was finished. That was the end
Oh,
of that.
my
Oh yeah,
goodness.
that was the end of that.
And I'm trying to think of the
It was
other.
a social club.
It was another
They-
group
they had-
also
it
they
was,
had. Appomattox.
Oh yes, there
Yeah.
were 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah.
That's Margaret Walker there.
Okay.
You, woman, no. Now,
Damn.
So what the Appomattox
Margaret
was,
Walker's, Margaret Walker has a daughter live on right now on Berkeley over here.
Okay.
Today?
Wow.
Right now, as we speak. On Berkeley.
Learn something new every day.
She was on staff of Jackson State University.
Yeah, she was.
Okay.
That's what she died. She came out of. She went to Northwestern. I think she came out of Georgia.
Oh,
And her people, she was a smart kid, and they sent her
Okay.
to Northwestern.
Okay.
And,
Yeah, Miss Martin over there.
she met Dick Wright doing one of these WPA writers projects.
That smells awfully good.
Well, I don't like it.
You don't.
And I did. So since that time, every book that's been written by King, they mentioned me.
Okay.
Now, Andy Young, except the one that Andy Young did.
Okay.
Andy Young was on King's staff. And Andy wrote his autobiography. And a lot about Chicago. And he never mentioned Gerri in that book. People called me and told me. He never mentioned me or Cicero much in that book. But that's okay.
He said, you know the truth.
Yeah, I know the truth.
And so were the march in Cicero, was it related to also the march that took place in Marquette Park? Or?
Well, that I was in the Marquette Park marches.
Okay.
But the shall I say, the mainline civil rights movement didn't go to Cicero.
Okay.
The radicals went.
Okay.
You know, I led the radicals. So, you know.
Let's see. Well, now we're recording the truth now.
Yeah,
Let it be known.
Yeah, let me come off.
Oh, your office?
Yeah. Phone back here, right?
Mm-hmm. I don't leave till I get this table closed.
Well, I won't.
You can't leave.
I won't. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, this is an excellent picture.
Okay. You know, it's hard to, because it's simple. American blacks are the most oppressed people in the modern world.
Because they want to be.
But they are. You know, but they are. We are. And when you look at history, it was always the most oppressed people that started the change or the revolution or what.
Well, even in the book, it said the bottom rung would become the top rung.
Well, yeah, what's in the book and that, I'm just saying the responsibility of oppressed folks. Now, the Indians are equally oppressed, but they don't have really the numbers to do it.
Right.
But the two most oppressed groups in this country are blacks and Indians.
Okay.
Blacks and who?
Indians and Indians.
Indians?
Indians.
Yeah.
The Indians were here. And they brought us here and we developed the economy of the country.
Okay.
That's why I agree with reparations.
Had it not been for the Indians, a lot of us would be pushing Daisy. You know, because the Indians took us in. You know, for those who had the courage to escape slavery.
That's what we're talking about.
Black rep, yeah.
Right.
Let me see that, please.
Is that coming up?
You know, they've already December 11th.
Okay.
Oh, yes. You know what? The defender had the wrong date.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Did you go?
Mm-hmm. I was there.
Oh, Sister Gerri don't miss
How was
stuff
it?
like that.
It was fantastic.
Oh, good.
Who was the main? Was Randall Robinson there?
I didn't recognize
Well, you know, Randall wrote the book
I didn't recognize
about the debt. Well, you would have known it.
Mm-hmm.
You would have known it. Randall wrote the book. Who was the main speaker? Or do you know?
It's on there.
Okay. This the only one you have, Gerri?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She need a copy.
I got Sister Gerri immortalized because I got that movie, right?
Did you get the movie?
You know I got it.
What was the movie?
The one with Bruce Willis, Mercury Rising.
Okay.
Yeah. And
He's smiling. He must have.
Oh, definitely. Because I could relate. This,
That's
here, and
Okay.
Sister Gerri.
Jumped in between. Some points were 22nd to 71st Street, but it was mainly to 63rd Street. And Wentworth, some points Wentworth, some points State. But at any rate, you could not go west of Wentworth.
Okay.
And College was clear. You couldn't go. Once you went